Hey there, Nichole Sims here again, your boutique expert. And this is part 2 of the 5 challenges for expanding brands, multi-store brands. So last video, I talked about the 3 things that could be stopping your sales right now in your growth, which are 1, making consistent brand messaging throughout all your locations. 2, you might have a lot of slow traffic is slowing down and stalling, and how to fix that. And then 3, you might have a lot of traffic, but now you're not converting them well, how to fix that. Today I'm going to do the last 2. The first one is talking about number 4, is talking about having misaligned visual merchandising with your inventory goals. So you bought this inventory, you bought things you really believed in, you bought things that would be really, really good, and that your customers will love, and now they're just sitting there. You're selling part of a collection, not the whole collection. You're selling some colors and there's some not colors, some shirts, some not. So you're wondering what's going on. Maybe you bought dogs. Maybe you just bought the wrong thing. Maybe you overestimated the appeal of these items. Not necessarily. So before you start marking things down, before you start losing that precious margin, rethink the way you're visually merchandising your product. It's that simple. A t-shirt in the back of the store on the wall might not be interesting to a customer, but reframe it, put it on a table with a sweater and a jean, and create an outfit they didn't think about. Now it has new life. So before you start marking things down, before you think you don't have a great items to buy because they're slow sellers, reframe the way people look at them. Give them new names. Give them part of a collection they probably weren't a part of, but they match color-wise. Do something different. Set how it's being seen in your stores, and you'll see some new life. And then after all that happens, after you do some floor moves, you do some planning, and it doesn't work out, then of course you start doing some markdowns. But don't be so quick to mark things down because they're selling slow. It could be your visual merchandising. Okay, and number 5, this is a good one. So this is a one about how do you stand out in a market that's so crowded. As you know, the fashion industry has so many great brands, so many people out there who sell similar things or the same thing. How do you stand out? How do you continue to grow your brand and be one of a kind? Well, you do it by your visual styling. The way you show up, your visuals, the way you do your mannequins, the way you style your walls, the way you do your fixturing, the way you show up online, the way you use your color and your lighting, everything about you screams your brand. So for example, think about Chanel, Victoria's Secret, or The Gap. They're undeniably their brand no matter where you see them, online, in store, in Kansas, and in New Mexico, New York, or Florida. They look the same. All right, they may sell a little bit different things because of originality, but the brand messaging is the same. The styling is the same. The way they do their mannequins, their tables, their walls, it's all the same. They have a brand identity that G1. In order for you to stand out in a really crowded fashion industry, you have to have a brand identity. You decide what that is, but you must make sure to solidify that identity, that you show up every single time. So you want to go back to what I talked about earlier in the previous video, have a standardized guide. That guide is going to be your way to get that brand identity in every single store you have. If you're thinking about branching out and opening new stores, you definitely need that guide, because when you open your new locations, you want to make sure that mimics what you have going on right now that's being successful. So you want to make sure that you show up every touch point is the same, so it feels like you, the customers know it's you, and there's no mistaking that you're dealing with your brand. All right, so if you want to learn more, shoot me a DM. We can go over your strategy for your expansion or what's going on now to make sure it gets better. So talk to you soon. Bye.